I got my buggy down off the shelf and on the workbench, so I figured I'd make a quick video, show y'all a couple things. This is a Ofna Hobao Hyper 7 buggy. Yes, it is September 2022, and this is a Hyper 7. I've owned these for over 10 years. I've been racing them for 2 or 3. I know the buggy inside and out, and it works for me. I'm running the PT21AO engine, the PT 2018, whatever you want to call it, same engine. I just did a video on that with the Associated 2035 pipe, my favorite pipe for this engine. A very good pipe overall. I'm running hitec HS 7954 servos. I'm running those in throttle and steering. Great servos. I love those. I am running the 17 millimeter shocks from the Hyper SS. The Hyper 7 came with 14 millimeter shocks. I am running upgraded shock towers, front and rear. This front tower, there's multiple front tower options for this buggy. You always want to make sure you get one with this extra screw down here. The stock stamped aluminum front tower doesn't have this extra screw, and what happens is these will get pushed back in a wreck and it'll break the dog ears off the top of the diff case. But when you have a front tower that has these extra screws down here, it helps to secure that from getting knocked back. And I've never broken the ears off of a diff case while using a tower with these extra screws down here. I am running CNC knuckles on here. The stock cast knuckles are one of the weakest points on this tank. Generally speaking, the Hyper 7 is a tank. If you get the pillow ball steering version, you don't have to worry about the knuckles. But on the C-Hub version, the knuckles are a weak point. While I'm here, these screws I take and I chuck them in a drill and shave down the diameter of the head with my Dremel to sometimes when the suspension goes all the way up, it'll bind. When the head is full size, it'll bind and cut right into this plastic piece right there. But if you shave the head down, you can get the full travel and it never binds with it. Another trick I do is my shock normally just has a screw that comes in here and holds the bottom shock in place, but sometimes the screw will back out. So what I do is I put some longer screws in them and put a nut, lock nut, holding it on. I do that on all 4 corners to make sure I never lose a shock, and I never have. Those will never come off of there without me taking them off. Now another thing, and I know you've noticed, blue body, blue flywheel, blue line, blue servo output horn, blue nut thingies, blue collets there. When you have all matching acceleries, you're 10 to 15% faster than someone with mismatched stuff. That's duh. That's just a given. Where else was I going with this? I run a Spektrum radio. I run a 2S LiPo in here. These are high voltage servos. I think I got a 14 tooth. I run a Losi style 4-shoe clutch on here. That is about it. Like I said, I've been running these buggies for years, and they do good for me. Now, it's a tank. If you are familiar with the Hyper 7 at all, you know that these are literal tanks, and this one, set up the way I have it, is really a tank. So see you next time.